Merry meet and oh, you hear me? Oh yes, you can. Merry meet and welcome. Oy vey to Thrilling Thursday here at Ariel's Corner. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. I'm so thrilled to be with you. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you're having a fabulous day. We're having a nice rainy day here, which I adore, so I figured we deserved a fire today. We're going to be going through my new booklet today on how to work the Solomon Pentacles. So if you haven't gotten your own copy of it, it's free. You can go to arielgatoga.com/Solomon-Pentacles. That's Solomon Pentacles with a hyphen. arielgatoga.com/Solomon Pentacles with a hyphen. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to go through all that with you. I'm not sure what we're going to start next week. We're going to start something new. We may have just a one-off next week and then maybe start something new in the new year. I'm not sure, but I'm open to suggestions. We are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Heather, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Deline. Thank you so much, Heather. Thank you so much, Deline. We have a chat thread open on each of these streams, and so please chat amongst yourselves. And if you have a question for me, you can put it right in the chat thread. We don't have any premiere or anything today, so we should be good to go. I never noticed that there was a... Anyway, stop being distracted, Ariel. I didn't quite get enough sleep last night, so I'm like any shiny thing. Oh, look. Not as focused as I could be. But please, if you do have a question, put it in the chat thread. I will get to it before the end of the stream. Tomorrow is Fearless Friday, so please join us for a full-on 3 rounds of the Witch's Rosary. Saturday, we should have a nice, fun psalm spell. I'm not sure which psalm we're on, but I think it might. I don't remember. But so I hope you can join us for that. And then we'll have a live stream lecture on Sunday. I plan on having probably a premiere tomorrow and definitely on Saturday, depending on how much time I find myself having. All right, if you are interested in supporting the channel with a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're watching on YouTube, you could use a super sticker or super chat if you're live. Super thanks if you're on a restream. We do appreciate those donations. Another way to support us is by visiting our affiliate store, arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. And we have all kinds of stuff there, and those are all affiliate links, and we make a small commission anytime you click on our links and then buy something. Okay, I think that's it for my announcements there. Let's get to it, Mrs. Pruitt. Oh, you know what? Let me open my version of this up too, so I don't have to squint to see on my monitor. Let's see, where is this? I should have been more prepared, but I'm not. Hang on just a moment, please. That is called... Okay, let's just do this. Where is this? There we go. How to work the Solomon Pentacles. Isn't that pretty cover? Okay, let me see why I can't find the text here on my Oy vey. I think it might be in my Dropbox, that's why. Okay. Thanks for bearing with me. Okay. Here we go. All right, so you'll notice that I finally figured how to do a table of contents, even though I screwed it up. So those of you who got a weird copy of this with a blank page after the table of contents, I just put out another email so that if you don't want to see that blank page, you can download the book again. Some people were worried that they were missing something. There was nothing missing. There was just a pagination error. But you can see these should be clickable links. So when you're in that table of contents, you can get to whatever you want fairly easily, which I think is pretty cool. All right, let's get back to the beginning. When it's full screen like this, I don't have those thumbnails. Hang on a second. Let me just undo that. There we go. But if I do this, thanks for being so patient with me, everybody. That should help. Okay, so let's go through this real fast. Where is this? So the Pentacles of Solomon, I'm just going to read through it with you, are ancient, mysterious artifacts with an intriguing allure. So let me just in case I want to record this, I'm going to do this again. The Holy Pentacles from the Key of Solomon are ancient and mysterious artifacts with an intriguing allure. Their origins can be traced back to the Renaissance-era grimoire called the Key of Solomon. Within the pages of this weathered book is a wealth of wisdom and intricate rituals, unveiling a complex and fascinating ancient magical system. Exploring this early text reveals a world of hidden secrets and esoteric knowledge. In contemporary magic, many practitioners, myself included, have adopted an approach that involves working with the pentacles independently from the intricate rituals outlined in the actual grimoire, the Key of Solomon. I work with the Holy Pentacles of Solomon within the angel magic system I practice, and I will share this practice with you within these pages. I have included all the information you need to use the Pentacles of Solomon effectively in this little booklet. These sacred seals, filled with ancient wisdom and centuries of magical use, can profoundly change your life, whether you seek healing, protection, abundance, love, manifestation, or spiritual growth. These symbols can help you to achieve it. This booklet contains detailed descriptions and traditional uses for each seal. By studying these descriptions, you can better understand the powers that each pentacle represents. It's important to note that these seals have unlimited potential beyond the specific purposes listed for each one. They can help you in accessing countless possibilities and can be utilized in ways only limited by your imagination and intention. So just to reiterate, the traditional uses of the pentacles are really good to read, but just like the Psalms, they're just sort of like give you a kind of a glance into what their attitude is, what the attitude of the pentacle is. And then you can use that to inform your use of those. So even if the use isn't exactly what is, stated in the description, you can get an idea if it seems to be the right pentacle for you. The teaching angels and the pentacles. These special pentacles, also known as the holy pentacles, were allegedly crafted and blessed by the angelic forces who govern the 7 planets corresponding to the days of the week. Each planet's angel has a unique sphere of influence encompassing various aspects of life and existence. Selecting the appropriate angel to work with is essential as they each guide and assist in harnessing the specific energies associated with their planet. We can tap into this angelic power by aligning ourselves with these divine forces to transform our lives. When working with the power of planetary angel magic, it is essential to establish a solid connection with the teaching angel that aligns with your specific need or desire. By invoking the right angel for each assistance area, you ensure that your sacred rituals are in harmony with the celestial energies that open you up to their profound cosmic powers. For instance, if your business needs to be blessed with more success, you might ask Michael of the Sun, who governs business success. If your relationship needs to be blessed with harmony, you would likely work with Anael of Venus, who rules relationships, love, partnerships, etc. So just to most of you know, but the 7 teaching angels of the 7 days of the week, and now we're not including Ariel in with these angels because he's not one of the 7 angels of old. So, but so for those of you that are working with on Saturday, that's only going to be Cassiel of Saturn. There's no Uranus or Ariel in this system, and that's the case with a lot of these old grimoires. We omit Ariel from our work, and that's okay. Ariel doesn't get his feelings hurt. Now, it's important to understand that it. Even though every angel is powerful, they are like colors of the rainbow. And you want to try to do your best to align yourself with the angel of the planet that best rules your desire or your goal or your problem. All right. Timing your spells. Planning and performing your magical operations on the specific day of the week ruled by the corresponding angel is vital to establishing the connection and synergy between you and the angelic forces you desire to contact. This amplifies the potency and success of your magical work. If you cannot perform your entire spell on the correct day, you can begin with a small task on the designated day and complete the remaining steps within 7 days on any day or hour that suits your schedule. For instance, you might cut the square for your pentacle on the designated day and continue the remaining steps on a later day. Alternatively, if you can't work on the correct day, you can perform your magic on a Wednesday during the hour of the angel you want to work with. Wednesday is governed by Mercury, and its angel Raphael, who's known as the messenger, can connect you with any angelic energy required for any situation. However, if you choose to work on any other day than the angel's own day, selecting the correct angelic hour corresponding to the angel you're invoking is crucial. So if you decide to work on Wednesday, make sure that you work in the angel's hour. You could technically work on any other day, but just make sure that it is a day that is compatible with your angel. And to get all of that information, you'll want to take my basic angel magic course. Otherwise, for the simplicity of this particular system that we're working with today, instead of going into all of that, if you don't know about the compatible days, either work on the day of the week of your angel or work on a Wednesday in their hour. The lunar cycle. You can quickly locate the times of the full moon and the new moon on calendars. However, it's worth noting that what is labeled as the new moon on calendars is termed the dark moon by many magical practitioners. In traditions like Solomonic and angel magic, it is customary to refrain from practicing magic during this dark moon phase. In these magic traditions, the new moon refers to when a visible crescent can be observed in the sky. Thus, the new moon always occurs at least one day after what is indicated as a new moon on a calendar. To err on the side of caution, it's advisable to perform new moon magic at least one day after what is referred to as the new moon in standard calendars. The period of 2 weeks between the dark moon and the full moon is commonly referred to as the waxing phase, because we observe the moon waxing or growing larger. Conversely, the 2 weeks between the full moon and the dark moon is known as the waning phase, as it is when we witness the moon gradually decreasing in size each night. During the waxing phase, focus on magic that involves attracting things or promoting growth. On the other hand, the waning phase is best suited for intentions aimed at eliminating or removing elements from our lives. To perform new moon magic, select the first day of the week after the new moon that corresponds to the angel you want to invoke. For waning moon magic, choose the first day following the full moon, governed by the angel you wish to call upon. So hopefully that makes sense. So if you want to say the new moon's, the dark moon in the calendar is on a Sunday. So you say, okay, well then I'm going to call Monday the new moon because it's the day after. And you want to do a spell with Ariel. Then you're going to do your spell on the Friday following that new moon, right? And then if you were doing, now you don't have to worry about the full moon. Whatever it says in the calendar for the full moon, that's the full moon. So if you're wanting to do a waning if you're wanting to do a waning spell on with Ariel and the full moon is on a Wednesday, that's fine. You just do the spell on a Friday following the full moon. That's your best times. The first day after the new moon for waxing moon spells, and the first day after the full moon for waning moon spells. Let's try that again. The 7 teaching angels. In angel magic, the planetary pentacles are linked to their corresponding archangel. While other angels and spirits may be mentioned in the pentacles, those are under the direction of the archangel. This means that we don't need to communicate with other beings, as they are under the archangel's authority. This systematic approach ensures a smooth and effective magical practice. When choosing a Pentacle of Solomon to use, it is highly beneficial to carefully examine the detailed descriptions of the seals associated with the ruling planet that align with your desired outcome. Choose the seal that resonates harmoniously with the specific energy you want to infuse into your spell. Focus more on what you perceive to be the seal's attitude rather than being overly concerned if the particular purposes mentioned in the descriptions differ from your intentions. Rest assured, any seal connected to the angel's governing planet can be used for matters within its sphere of influence. So there's no need to worry about making the wrong choice. And I probably should have mentioned in the text that seal, pentacle, talisman, all are synonymous in this particular text. So when it's talking about the seals, it's talking about the pentacles. So if you notice that one planet has 7 different pentacles, then you can choose any 7 of those pentacles to work with that archangel. Any of them. But if you go through each of them and you see which ones they are traditionally used for, you can fine-tune things and see which attitude best suits your particular spell. But all of those pentacles are under the same archangel, right? So all of the pentacles of the sun are under Michael. All of the pentacles that are of the moon are under Gabriel, etc. So you don't have to worry if you make a wrong choice, because it's still going to get you where you want to go. It's just that if you can really fine-tune things, that's up to you to start to deepen your practice and fine-tune your methods and things like that. That's for your benefit. But the archangel's hands aren't tied or wings aren't tied if you make the wrong choice. Just try to do your best to choose a pentacle that is their planet, right? You don't want to use a Mars pentacle when working with Ariel. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, personalizing your pentacles. The simplest method of working magic with a Solomon pentacle is printing, cutting it out, and writing a petition on the back. So that's what you can do. You can just take this book, print out the seals, print out the pentacles, choose one that you want to work with, cut it out, write your petition in English on the back in a regular ballpoint pen, and that's it. That's all you have to do. So that's the simplest way of doing it. However, as you work within this system, you may desire to deepen your practice. There are many, many different ways to establish a stronger bond with the pentacle. One of the easiest methods is to personalize your pentacle by printing it out and then coloring it using crayons, pens, colored pencils, or paints. Angels are associated with specific colors, and using their colors in combination with contrasting and harmonious colors can create a very potent pentacle for you. You could also draw the pentacle from scratch using a compass, ruler, protractor. You could also trace the pentacle, like you put a piece of tracing paper over the pentacle after you print it out and trace it yourself. And then transfer that traced pentacle onto another sheet of paper. That's another way you could do it. You could print it out in gray and trace over the gray lines using ink, paint, pencil, or other media. So there's all kinds of ways that you can personalize your pentacle and put more work into it rather than just printing it out and writing a petition. But as you're starting with this, you might want to just start out with printing it out and writing a petition, just get your feet wet. Personalizing pentacles in a way that works best for you is crucial. You don't have to worry if you think that you lack artistic ability. You've seen mine. They're not great works of art. I'm no artist, but they work. They work great. Most people find that creating a hand-drawn, traced, or colored pentacle is much more potent than using a plain printed one because of the extra attention they give it. Traditionally, it's common to sprinkle your pentacle with salt water and wave it through incense before charging it under a white candle or a candle in the color associated with the angel that is on top of the pentacle. If you do that, you want to, while the candle burns, focus your energy and intention on the pentacle and your purpose, and let that candle burn down and out all by itself. If you decide to use an LED candle, just leave it on the talisman for an hour or more to achieve the same effect as letting the regular candle burn down and out. You could use an alcohol-based eau de cologne, such as Florida water or 4711, instead of using the salt water or burning incense, and that's what I tend to do. Additionally, you could anoint your pentacle, even if you're waving it through the incense and using salt water. You can anoint it with perfume. And there are specific perfumes that are associated with each angel. But you can also use any scent that you feel resonates with that angel that you're calling upon. You just need to spray the pentacle with it, or apply a few drops, or anoint it with your finger if you're using oil to perfume your pentacle. Now, if for any reason you can't do any of these extra rituals, don't worry. Just creating the talisman is often ritual enough. We say that the angels underwrite our efforts, and the more effort we put into it, the more the angels have to work with for our benefit. Trusting their guidance always leads to success. We must always strive to do our best and have faith in the angels' assistance on our journey. Faith in our Creator enables us to use these pentacles freely for manifestation and for protection and for help. And calling on assistance from those teaching angels. What if you make a mistake? It is vital to put in your best efforts when creating talismans and seeking the assistance of angels. But do not worry if you make mistakes. They are a natural part of the learning process. The angels understand our intentions and our desires and are not here to punish us for errors. Their role is to guide us and to support us in pursuing success and fulfillment in all aspects of our lives. It's essential to remember that our Creator loves us, and the presence of angels serves as a reminder of that divine love and connection. The power of angel magic cannot cause harm. However, if used recklessly or arrogantly, the angels may take some firm action to help alert you to that fact. And what the angels might consider a gentle little nudge can give us a fresh understanding of the concept called the, quote, fear of God. It's essential to note that while the teaching angels are benevolent beings, they should never be taken for granted. They serve as guardians, guiding us on our path with their powerful interventions, which sometimes can be not so subtle. Making mistakes is entirely normal, and we learn from them. What's important is keeping our hearts in the right place and doing our best. So I don't want you to be afraid of angels by telling you this, but sometimes people treat angels like they're food servers or Amazon or something like that. And they just give me this and give me that, and give me this and give me that. And sometimes when you do that, they'll either ignore you or they'll say, just so you know. So be aware that if you start getting super arrogant or careless or things like that, you might get a little bit of a nudge from them, which can feel very scary if you're not used to being nudged by an angel. But it's okay. They're not going to hurt you. It's not their goal. They're there to bring love. All right. Why work with angels? Angel magic is a fascinating mystical practice that allows us to seek help from divine celestial forces to heal any out-of-order conditions. The angels' loving guidance and assistance teach us to tap into our inherent power to be, do, or have whatever we desire. By connecting with these powerful beings, we receive divine guidance, wisdom, and support to help us overcome challenges, navigate difficult situations, and manifest our deepest desires. The role of angels is not to grant our wishes, but to teach us and to guide us. Instead of giving them a list of things that we want, we ask for their guidance and assist us. We ask for their guidance and assistance in showing us how to manifest our own goals and to heal adverse situations for ourselves. When we ask angels for material possessions or other things, what we are truly seeking is their guidance to help us access our inner strength and power so that we can achieve those goals ourselves. Angels can assist us in discovering our inner power and can teach us where to find it and to access it, allowing us to accomplish great things that we never, ever had thought were possible. Learning is the key to overcoming challenges and achieving success. It is crucial to comprehensively understand any situation we are working on. Teaching angels can help us gain this understanding and free us from fear and ignorance, which can hold us back from experiencing true magic. Using petitions and talismans as described in this booklet, we initiate communication with the angels about any situation and seek their guidance. They will respond to us through things happening in our lives, through our intuition, guiding us when making decisions, and by sending us signs and omens and clues. By approaching angels with respect and humility, we can tap into our holy inheritance and live life that we are destined to lead. So you got to really rethink what magic means when you're dealing with angels. It's not like ordering spirits to do this or do that. It's not like calling up Instacart, going on to Instacart and ordering a bunch of things and wondering why it's taking so long. Angels aren't there to do that. That's not their goal. That's not their role. Their role is to help us to find our power, because angels already know that whatever we desire or require is our inheritance, and it's us that is holding it up. We are the ones that don't know how to access our power. That's what they're there to do, is to show us where to find these things ourselves. If they were to just grant us things, then they would be doubling down on illusion. They're not going to do that. If they just grant you things, then you think, oh, I have to ask. I have to go outside of myself to get things. And they're saying, no, you have an inheritance. All of this is available to you. Let's show you how to find it. And that's much more powerful. The angelic scripts. When writing a petition, you can either write it on the back of the talisman, or you can write it on a separate piece of paper and then set the talisman on top of the petition. Writing your petition in your native language is a very powerful method, and it's usually the best way to begin your practice. As you progress, however, you may find that using magical scripts to write your petitions can significantly impact your results. Now, there are numerous benefits to utilizing ancient scripts when communicating with angels. Firstly, these scripts have been used for centuries, meaning a great deal of Akashic energy has accumulated around them. This energy is readily available for your use, and these scripts are a way to access that energy. Secondly, the fact that these scripts are believed to have mystical, magical powers gives them a real magical feel. to all of your operations. The feelings themselves are what is most essential. They are the most essential part of any magical operation. And whenever we work magic, we want the very air to crackle with power when we are working our magic. Also, when writing in a magical script, writing in a magical script requires careful consideration and concise writing. Some scripts are phonetic, meaning that you must sound out your desire, sometimes multiple times. All this helps to reinforce the spell, planting it more deeply in the fertile ground of your mind. While using these scripts may require some practice, it is worth incorporating them into your magic. However, it's essential to note that these scripts are not mandatory for performing magic or communicating with angels. Don't think that you should wait to seek the help of the angels until you have mastered these scripts. Instead, start writing petitions in your native language and add the scripts later as you gradually build your practice. Embracing the magic of the angels. It's important to understand that the teaching angels do not require us to use magical scripts and rituals, or use particular days, hours, or magical pentacles to help us. According to angelic lore, these tools were given to us in order to align our minds with their frequencies. As we progress in our practice, we can rely more on our established connection with the angels and less on the tools. However, it would be wise to deepen our connection with the teaching angels by utilizing their ancient and sacred techniques rather than trying to bypass them immediately. Their wisdom will guide us on our path of growth and enlightenment. Sometimes when we ask for help, angels will put us to the test. However, they don't do this to test our worth or our sincerity, but rather to encourage us to become actively involved in solving our problems with them. Not them for us, but we're co-creating. So the story of Jacob wrestling with an angel and refusing to let go until receiving a blessing is a beautiful image. But it's important to understand that the angel was never in danger of being overpowered by Jacob. Right? It wasn't like the angel was like in danger, that Jacob was going to hurt the angel. So let's understand that and use this image to teach us that angels can be like sparring partners or personal trainers, guiding us, inspiring us, coaching us to overcome struggles and to achieve desires. Angels guide us to discover the answers within ourselves. They illuminate our path and lead us toward strength and wisdom to overcome all challenges and to achieve greatness. The teaching angels surround us with their love and care even when we are not actively engaged in angelic magic. Our bond with them provides a beautiful pathway to seek their guidance and assistance. Through this sacred bond, we find encouragement, support, and the assurance that we are never alone and that all things are possible through the Elohim. Connecting with angels and utilizing their guidance is a continuous journey. It requires patience, dedication, and a willingness to learn and grow. As we develop a deeper connection with the teaching angels, we also learn to understand ourselves and our purpose here. For an introduction into classical magic, you can check out my free course called Basic Angel Magic. How to use the Pentacles of Solomon. This booklet contains all 44 Pentacles of Solomon. To use these pentacles, just follow these simple steps. Create the pentacle using your preferred method. Either just print it out, or print it out and then color it, or you can draw it, you can trace it, whatever you like. Just create the pentacle first. Then write a petition. To do that, you can use either the reverse side of the pentacle or a separate piece of paper and then place the pentacle on top of it. You may use your native language or one of the sacred scripts for writing the petitions. Begin by addressing the angel. You would just say, "Dear angel so-and-so," and then state your petition, and then finally sign your name at the bottom. After creating the pentacle during the waning moon to eliminate something, sit and gaze at the pentacle and feel whatever you desire to eliminate as being wholly lifted from you, completely dissolved. You feel free of it. Feel the relief and the lightness of this problem being removed. If any prayers or psalms are used in the talisman itself, reflect on them and repeat them silently or aloud. After a few minutes, just rip up the pentacle into several pieces and throw it away. Now, a lot of people say that they like to burn it. You can. There's no rule that you can't burn it. But don't think that burning it is somehow more powerful. Because if you think that the burning is more powerful, and then you get into a position where you're not able to burn it, let's say you're in a situation where you can't burn something, you don't want to have that weird belief that, oh, this isn't going to work as well because I'm just ripping it up. That's not true. You can destroy it any way that you like. And if you really love to burn things, go for it. You can burn it. But ripping it up and throwing it away is just as powerful. After creating a pentacle during the waxing moon, take some time to sit and gaze at it while visualizing your manifesting. Let's do that again. After creating a pentacle during the waxing moon, take some time to sit and gaze at it while you visualize your desire manifesting into reality. If the pentacle includes psalms or prayers, reflect on those and repeat them silently or aloud. Store the pentacle in a safe place and take it out once or twice a day to gaze at it while you reflect on your desire and imagine it coming to fruition easily and quickly. Once the full moon has passed, leave the talisman hidden. Don't take it out every day anymore. Just forget about it. Forget about the spell entirely during that entire 2-week waning cycle. And then finally, on the new moon, take the pentacle out and tear it into several pieces and dispose of it. If you have used a separate piece of paper for your petition, just rip that up right along with the pentacle and dispose of both of them together. Only repeat a spell for the same thing if at least 3 new moons have passed and no signs of results are seen. If you do not see any signs of results, though, it may be that the angels are trying to tell you something. Your approach may need to be rethought entirely. And then we're not going to go through each of these, but it just gives each of the planetary angels a few of their correspondences, what they rule, and then it goes into the descriptions of each of the pentacles. So for instance, the first pentacle of Saturn, well, let's just use Saturn, and then you can go through the rest of them on your own. Saturn, Archangel Cassiel, number 3. Zodiacal sign is Capricorn. Day of the week is Saturday. Perfumes traditionally are linden or patchouli. The color is black, but also dark green and brown are used. And I often will use grays as well. The script that Cassiel uses is the Malachim, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. It's one of the phonetic scripts. Cassiel is an angel who oversees various matters related to old age, legacies, the settlements of wills, real estates, housing, property, and repairs. If you need assistance with any of these matters, Cassiel can help you. Cassiel is known for bringing stability into people's lives and helping them with serious issues that take a long time to work out. Cassiel also rules antiques. Cassiel is not known to work quickly, so you need to be patient when working with this angel. Cassiel is responsible for overseeing matters related to poverty, long-standing ailments, debts, karma, or trials that one must endure. Although Cassiel's blessings may come later in life, they are often the most significant blessings. Therefore, if you're going through any of these issues listed under Cassiel's purview, you can turn to Cassiel for guidance, support, and healing. All right, so then let's just go through these real quickly, these Saturns. There's 7 Saturn pentacles. Do we have time? Kind of have time. Well, we'll go through one. We'll just go through the first one. The first pentacle of Saturn is used in spells to make others comply with your wishes and requests. It helps establish a strong sense of purpose that others' opinions cannot undermine. The Hebrew letters enclosed in the square represent the 4 great names of God, Yad-He-Vav-He, Adonai, Eheye, which, it's actually EI, which has the same numerical value as the name El, and Eheye. The surrounding Hebrew verse is from Psalm 72:9. The Ethiopians shall kneel before him; his enemies shall lick the dust. So again, it's okay if what you get is when it says that this is used in spells to make others comply with your wishes and requests, maybe you don't want to have power over somebody, but there's something happening in your life that you feel like there's some sort of authority figure or somebody out there is always keeping you down. So this might be a good choice for you. All right, so then we've got all of these pentacles, and each of the teaching angels is listed here. So you go through each of the pentacles, each of the angels, all of it. So all the way through to the moon. Okay, and then we get into the angelic hours. It's an important little thing here. We only really need the angelic hours on the days that we're working with an angel that is not on their day. So if you're, in this particular case, we're recommending Wednesday. So if you're working on a Wednesday and you're not working with Raphael, you want to work in your angel's hours because you're not working on their day. Otherwise, if you're working on their day, you can work in their hours, but it's not really that necessary because they govern the whole day. So, but some people want to do both the day and the hour because they really feel that hones in the energy, and that's absolutely fine. Please do. So, as previously stated, working your magic on the day of the week ruled by the angel with whom you wish to work is recommended. If you can't work on the day ruled by the angel, Wednesday is a good alternative as it is compatible with any angel. However, if you do need to work on a day that the angel does not govern, work your magic during the hour of that specific angel. The system of angelic hours in this guide is based on local clock time and remains consistent each day of the week, differing from many other systems of planetary hours, including that in the Key of Solomon. The list of angelic hours shows 3 hours, 6 p.m., 2 a.m., and 10 a.m., that are not assigned to an angel. These special hours are devoted to the angel Ariel, who holds a distinct position beyond the 7 planetary rulers discussed in this booklet, and to whom no Pentacles of Solomon are dedicated. So those are 3 hours that just are not associated with an angel in this system. So there's no need to use those 3 hours if you need to work on a day other than your angel. But if you're working on your angel's day and it happens to be one of those 3 hours, you're fine. So you just look at your clock. You don't have to worry about any kind of conversions, any kind of calculations. You just look at your clock. And if it says this time, that's the hour. So for the entire hour, you've got that angel. And again, it just matters what time you start a spell. If your spell lasts longer than an hour, that's fine. It's just whenever you start a spell. All right, we've got just enough time to get through this. The angelic scripts. Now, the cipher scripts are much simpler to work with than the phonetic scripts. Instead of converting your petition first to phonetics, you exchange each letter with its corresponding letter in the magical script. The phonetic scripts require that you convert your petitions into phonetics before converting them to the script. For instance, looking at the different phonetic symbols on this chart, you will see that "please help me" would be, and then I show you the phonetics that this particular system uses. As you convert your petition into the phonetics and then into the script, say it slowly as you do so. Once you have converted the petition into phonetics, you will exchange each phonetic letter for its corresponding symbol from the script you are using. Don't worry if the phonetics aren't perfect. Just do your best and all will be well. All the scripts are written from left to right except for the Asherah script, and this one is always written from right to left. Therefore, when you convert your petitions into phonetics, it's helpful to do so from right to left, and I show you an example. "Please help me" becomes "please help me" from right to left. If you struggle with specific scripts during your magical practice, remember that 2 universal scripts can be used with any angel: Theban and Passing the Rivers. Most people find this Theban script is very easy to use and can be a good starting point for beginners in magical scripts. Passing the Rivers is a phonetic script that can be a good second choice before exploring the other angelic scripts, since it is universal. However, it's always acceptable to write your petitions in your native language without using any magical scripts. You may find it advantageous to print the pages of this booklet containing those scripts to make it easier for you to work with them. And then I show you that Gabriel rules the Theban script, Samael the Coptic, Raphael the Magi, Sakiel the Celestial, Anael the Asherah, Cassiel the Malachim, Mikael Passing the Rivers, and the universal scripts are Theban and Passing the Rivers. And then we went over these yesterday. These are the magical scripts. Okay, so starting out with the cipher scripts, Theban and Coptic, and then we have all of these are, so here, these are like cockeyed because I put them in like this so they could all fit. But when you print them out, you can turn the page, obviously. But you can see how the sound here, and then we put it in with this Roman equivalent to make it easy, and then we just switch each of those words out, those letters out with whatever script we're using. Passing the rivers, Malachim, Celestial, Magi, Asherah. You'll get the hang of it the more you use it. So don't worry about it too much. Okay, and now Psalms in the Solomon Pentacles. The Psalms have a significant role in Pauline magic, period, whether used with Solomon Pentacles or not. The Psalms are a treasure trove of magic seeds that replenish themselves. It's wise to work with any psalm mentioned in a pentacle if you are working with that pentacle. Don't limit yourself to the individual verses used in the pentacle. Work the entire psalm. If you want to learn more about how to work psalm magic, you can refer to my free booklet called How to Work Psalm Magic. And then I just list the different psalms that are in each pentacle. You can see Mercury and Venus don't have many psalms. And then, real quickly, the 44 pentacles of the Greater Key of Solomon are believed to possess deep spiritual power. Practitioners have used them for centuries for protection, healing, prosperity, fulfillment, and enlightenment. These symbols can help uncover secrets of transformation and divine connection, serving as guiding lights for those seeking a deep and transformative bond with the divine realms. Symbols have always fascinated us on a spiritual level, transcending time and space. Their simple elegance conveys profound ideas that resonate with us. I have included all 44 Pentacles of Solomon, meticulously crafted symbols holding immense power and wisdom. These divine sigils create a magnificent tapestry woven with symbols from different traditions. As we explore this mystical mosaic, we are invited to turn within and unravel the threads that connect us to the ancient angelic realms. Each symbol represents a spiritual force that guides us, drawing from the wisdom of ancient traditions and divine whispers. The Pentacles of Solomon serve as gateways to self-discovery, offering profound insights about ourselves and the world through deep contemplation. These sacred seals of Solomon act as powerful conduits connecting the unseen and the seen realms, enabling meaningful communication between those two worlds. Let the Pentacles of Solomon light your path, bringing divine illumination to the realms of spiritual understanding and self-discovery. Allow the teaching angels you call upon through these talismans to guide your thoughts and actions. May the spiritual awakening they incite lead you to a place of transcendent understanding, inner harmony, and boundless love. Included here are all the pentacles, one set in black and one set in gray. The black ones are suitable for simply coloring or as references for when you're drawing a pentacle. The gray ones are ideal for drawing over each symbol and letter, tracing the gray lines with ink, paint, or other media. May you find eternal magic, joy, happiness, peace, prosperity, and all forms of success with this ancient system of magic. Blessed be. And then we just, are these not in there? Shoot, I think I messed up. Well, I think the one that I just gave everybody doesn't have all of these, but that's okay. I'm going to fix that. Sorry about that. I think I messed up really bad, and I'm going to have to give everybody another email. I didn't include the pentacles. But that's okay. But you can see, here's the pentacles of Saturn, pentacles of Jupiter, Mars, Sun, Venus, Mercury, Moon, and then I also included those in gray as well. I am so sorry I sent that out without including the pentacles. That is so silly. I must have been tired. Oh well, everybody's used to me giving them more emails to fix my mistakes. But see, here they are in gray. So when you print those out in gray, you can just color over all those lines with your own markings. You've seen me do that. And that's how you can really, another way to personalize them. All right. So I'll get this out with the corrected version of this booklet and send another email out to everybody telling them what happened. And let me see if I have any questions. Oh my goodness. I have a lot. Okay, I'm going to do my best. I was reading about the Rosicrucian order. Any thoughts about it? Can we talk about that another time? Because it's so off topic, but just remind me and I will get to it. I will get to the Rosicrucian question very soon. Is this a system you were taught or did you develop it yourself? I was taught this system. Can you share but I guess both are true. I was taught this system, but I've really, I think, upgraded it to make it a lot more easily usable. The way it was taught to me, it was just like really pieced together. And I definitely did put a lot of work into making it easier for myself, more streamlined. Can you share the name of the handwriting script that will be in the upcoming handwriting course? It was so pretty. I have some time off and I would like to try and work on my general penmanship. Yes, and I'm going to get that out too. But it was called the Civil Service script. The Civil Service script, and I will get that handwriting course out. It's got all of the practice sheets in it. That's my next big thing. So let me get this this darn PDF fixed. Send it out again. Sorry about that, everybody. I gave you all of this wonderful talk about the Pentacles and didn't include the Pentacles didn't include the Pentacles in the booklet. So I will get that taken care of today, and you'll get it. You'll get it to go. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you so very. If yours has Pentacles in it, then that's great. That's great. But I sent out an email with a new booklet that didn't have that blank page because people were afraid that there was missing information. We had a pagination error, and when I did that, I didn't include the Pentacles in it. So I made it worse, not better. I was trying to help, and I messed it up. Typical me. Anyway, that's okay. All right. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all, I hope, tomorrow for Fearless Friday. And thank you to the amazing moderators. Today we had the lovely Delene and the lovely Heather, and we will see you all really soon. Blessed be.